Hello, this is Palico Page and welcome back to another episode of Sleepy Sunday Let's Play with the game 80 Days. We are 16 days into our trek around the world with Mr. Phileas Fogg. We are Passpartout and we are currently in Tehran. And, well, we've given up trying to go west around the world. We are now going east because that's the way we were forced, damn it. We could just not find a way across the Atlantic, so we have to go the more continental route, shall we say. Well, we'll see how we get on. Now, I understand this is going up on New Year's Eve, if I've done my calculations correctly. I figured I didn't want to miss 2 Sundays on the trot, even though I know Christmas Eve is generally the more busier of the 2 Sundays from Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. You guys are probably just getting ready to go on out to your newfangled New Year's parties. I don't do that. Me and the missus stay home and we catch up on The Walking Dead. That's how we celebrate New Year's Eve. So I'm looking forward to that. So I hope you have a good one. Happy New Year and all that. Preemptive, obviously, but hey ho. Let's crack on. We're being sidetracked here. Tehran. Let's pop to the market before it closes. So we can have a hand-woven carpet. Say that again. A tightly rolled but extremely heavy hand-woven rug. Worth 2,300 Kabul. Yeah, an amethyst. See, that's not too expensive. We've got a pressure gauge. Part of the engineer set. Portable pressure gauge. Not too fussed by that. Railway cap. We have been doing a lot of travelling on the railways. It might make sense to have that. That will alleviate any discomfort that Mr. Fogg might have in the runnings of things. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll buy the cap. And then we've got the Russian timetable. We definitely need that because we're heading kind of in that direction. Let's see what it leads us to. Tromso. Now, I'm sure if I was a more worldly person and I knew my way around this place, I meant in the world, you know, I'd be able to figure out the most efficient way of getting around this, but I have no clue. I don't know. And as it turns out, buying that timetable hasn't helped us at all, he says. It's a big timetable. That might have helped us a little, I suppose. We can't tell that until tomorrow now. Let's have a quick plan. So what have we found out there then? So, oh, easy. So we are in Tehran. We are heading towards Kabul. £600? How much is it down here? 160. I mean, that's a big chunk out of our monies. Do I go to Bandar Abbas and see if I can get some sort of way round to India? Or to Colombo? He knows what to do. He always knows what to do. Yeah, I suppose we try and head towards Karachi. That's pretty big capital, all in all. But before we do that, time to go to the hotel. Tehran was a city of invention and artifice wrapped around ancient grandeur. Bayanandor airships even floated between the minarets of mosques and church spires glowing golden in the gaslight. Wow, that just rolled off the tongue. You use your tongue better than a $20 whore. Name the film. Name the film. I long to hear a rubaiyat in the manner of Edward Fitzgerald. I have no idea what that word is. Rubaiyat, maybe? Or I sort out engineers. Are we looking at getting cultured here? Or I figure the engineers probably be able to help us travel around a bit. What do the engineers? I sought out engineers and found them in the cafes, drinking heavily sweetened coffee and racing their inventions across tabletops. I sat with the shard engravers, or I spoke to the metal forgers. Well, we know what metal forgers are. I have no idea what a shard engraver is. It sounds exotic. Let's go for that. I sat with the shard engravers as they took turns to scratch minute symbols on a piece of coloured grass. Is that decoration? Is that a device? Let's ask if it's a device. They smiled and one lifted the shard, turning it this way and that in the gaslight. This is an automaton's brain, or will be once it's complete. But surely it is impossibly complex, or their brains are crafted by hand. Well, I'd like to think it's complex. You know, these are walking, talking machines we're talking about here. So their brains are crafted by hand. How else would it be done? A woman laughed in reply. This is true skill. A young bearded man agreed, eyes bright behind his jeweller's loop. The artificers only allow those with the steadiest hands to become engravers. It is a fine work, or are you all artificers here? I suppose we should probably ask that. Are you all artificers here? I asked with interest. We are, but that is hardly enough to qualify us to make automata, a middle-aged fellow by the name of Rafik remarked. But that is exactly what the guild certifies. Or, then what qualifications do you need? Yeah, let's keep it practical. I asked, leaning forwards. In other cultures, Rafik continued derisively, a copper lily may be enough for an artificer to complete their education, but we are apprenticed to other guilds and craftsmen. To truly make automata, we must be jewelers, architects, shipwrights, cobblers, doctors, and dancers. Private dancer dancing for money. I'll do what you want me to do. I met an artificer who wanted to make a chef, but then you must learn endlessly. What does dancing have to do with artificing? Must you also learn the skills of the valet? Well, bringing it back into that other person we met before, we might be able to link them up and it might work out well for us. Let's say that. I met an artificer who wanted to make a chef. Just so, Rafik smiles. Though we have had those here in Persia for many years now, of course. You have not shared that secret? He said in Tehran, you were the best engravers. Let's big him up. They might show him a bit of love. I am pleased he knew, he smiled, and we clinked our coffee glasses together. That seems a bit full of yourself, but hey-ho. Someone further in called out, to the, what the hell, Shahanshah! And we all raised our cups, and some wagged added, may he live forever under the watchful eye of the Prime Minister, and everyone laughed. That is my abiding memory of Tehran. A room full of men and women in the hazy light, or a place where people could be both right and humane. Yeah, why not? And there's all at the same time. A rare thing in this world of ours. It is a city, I am sure, that will stand forever. Well, let's explore before the market opens and then we'll depart. Oh, so we can actually get up onto the northern if we wanted to. To say that the capital of the Persian Empire is modern would be to deny the unparalleled glory of its ancient monuments and palaces. The Qajar Shahs ruled over an empire almost constantly at war, but the recent alliance with the Ottomans sublime port, or though you would not know it. Though you would not know it. As I walked the streets, I felt safer than I might along the banks of the Seine. The city is itself peaceful, or a garden of culture and art? A garden of culture and art, protected from the skirmishes along its borders. I sat in the cafes with poets as they duelled each other with words and competed for patronage. It's all about the patronage. Right, so back to the market. We're quickly going to sell that. I'm going to buy the amethyst because it's pretty cheap. And let's see where we can go. Where can we go? Tehran. So we can go down to the Bandar, but it doesn't go for 3 days. Oh. Or we could go north, I suppose. There's no way of actually leading it on anywhere, is there? I just don't want to spend £600. I fear if I get to Herat, the only way I'm going to be able to get anywhere is to go via Kabul. I think it's probably best if we waited 3 days. Unless I can hurry it. Let's hurry it. I rather think this departure could be discussed. The little beetle. I can only take 2 bags. That's bad. But I can't wait 3 days. £500 in 2 days? Ugh. No. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not giving you that money. We'll just wait. We'll just wait. Let's look around. There might be other things in the city that pop up, I'm hoping. We took a room and settled in, and I buffed and shone my master's pocket watch. He's at 100, that's fine. I helped the kitchen staff to clean. We could get some more money, or I went to stretch my legs. We're going to be here for 3 days, so let's say I went to stretch my legs. Where I saw a nervous Slavic artist in a dramatic discussion with a housewife, from which I learned, or a confrontation I chose to avoid. Oh, all about learning. From which I learned you could pick up saffron crocuses in Kabul that will sell for a fortune in Calcutta. Nice. And it is the morning. Are you not going to make it any cheaper? Any cheaper at all? No. Fine. Looks like we've got another day in the hotel then. With the last light of the evening. Again, he's alright. I engaged another guest in conversation to find out what I could, but came away with nothing but snippets of local gossip. Well, it looks like we've stayed our limit here. We need to be cracking on, but there's nothing I can do for the time being, so hey-ho. Tehran once more. As night fell, I polished our shoes. I spent a few hours polishing shoes in the lobby, or I went out to explore a little. I'm going to go for polishing shoes. Let's get a little bit of money back. Earning £82. The funds have gone up somewhat. Let's get out of here before we spend any more money. To Bandar Abbas. Embark on the little beetle. Oh, well, it's only £9. We can hire more space. That's fine. Wow. What the hell's that? The Little Beetle was a strange, squat, Bandar-class airship that made regular high-speed runs back and forth between Bandar Abbas and Tehran. It was hardly comfortable, or I noticed a well-dressed man boarding. Let's talk to the well-dressed man boarding and ensured my seat was next to his. Always worth travelling in style. Does that mean we can talk to him? Greetings, Capitan. Passpartout, welcome aboard. What can you tell me about Bandar Abbas? A curious little place, Bandar Abbas. That's great. Can we get to Karachi? Is it possible to travel from Bandar Abbas to Karachi? I believe so. Karachi can be reached from Bandar Abbas aboard the Bed of Brothers. Nice. Can we get to Calcutta from Karachi? Look here. You can obtain geometric equipment in Calcutta. You can sell for profit in Rangoon. Have some figs. Why, yes. So, what do you know about Bandar Abbas? Apparently, Bandar Abbas is connected to Dubai by boat. Okay. So, without knowing my local geography, where do we choose? Quetta? Let's just say that you can buy tea sets in Quetta worth a huge amount in Karachi. That's not really answering my question. What about Bombay? Let's just say you can pick up tea sets in Bombay worth a huge amount in Chittagong. Well, we managed to do what I wanted to do. So that's good. We can go to Dubai. I'm hoping it's not too expensive. Monsieur Fogg sat implacably as usual while I made conversation with the man next to me or looked down at the rocky desert below. Let's make conversation. A grizzled sort wearing a beautiful jacket strapped across a wide belly with a fine cummerbund. Snazzy. You are very smartly dressed, sir, I remarked. And what sort of ambassador is not? He demanded in return. He stuck out a thick hand. Mushin Khan, newly appointed ambassador of Persia to the United Kingdom, at your service, sir. You do not need to call me sir, or then what are you doing here? Then what are you doing here, I asked. Should you not be en route to England? Eventually, yes, he replied. I am visiting a few friends here and there before moving. I intend to be in England for a very long time. Yes. With that, he turned thoughtfully to the window and steepled his fingers. I got nothing more out of him, and we landed soon after. Yes. So, in Bandar Abbas, what be here? Anything worth selling? In Baku? In Riyadh? Oh, billocks. I should have sold that. Okay, never mind. Travellers, driving cap. Perfumed oils. Yeah, nothing here. Let's move the cap over. No, I missed out there. Not good. Why would you want a false passport? A forged Englishman's passport in the name of Jack Passenger. Persian pottery. Elastic wallet. We definitely need that. That's going to stop us getting pickpocketed. Loaded dice. Or shaving kit. Pear soap, badger bristle brush. And a heat-tempered blade. Part of the valeting set. We can live out the rest, I feel. Can I pull these across? I mean, we could fit something, I suppose. Persian pottery. 72 poons. I missed out that bolt of silk. That's annoyed me. That's annoyed me. Hey ho, into the hotel. The mood in Bandar Abbas was upbeat, I found, since being reclaimed into Persia after years of control by the pirates of Muscat. People believed they had escaped a great tyranny. I found my way into one of the many new coffee shops, so I stayed with Monsieur Fogg. He's fine. Let's get out there. Where a group of intellectuals were teaching themselves the game of dominoes from the instructions on the back page of an old newspaper. I am abysmal at the game, but these men and women appeared to be novices, and so declined to play. So I settled in to challenge them, and indeed walked away from the table a little richer, and with a new set of dominoes in my possession. It seems they had disliked the game enough to give it up entirely. Boom! Cash! I don't feel bad at all for that. So that's a route we've already discovered. Nothing new there. I spent a few hours in exploration, learning ways in which we might travel onward. Can we go to Dubai today? Oh, Karachi even. We can. We're okay for the time being. Departs 12 noon. Let's go. There's no point waiting. Let's go. What? 3? 1? Hide extra space. Let's just do it. It's worth it. We've got so many goods. So many goods. We'll be laughing. Oh, this is slow. The Bed of Brothers was a scheduled departure out of Bandar Abbas' busy port, and even as we walked up the gangplank, I had the uneasy sense that there was something a little amiss. I was put doubly on my guard. There was something about the crew. Oh dear. I was put doubly on my guard the moment we met the captain, a most unsavoury character given to giggling in the middle of his sentences and rubbing his hands together as though endlessly apologising or endlessly cleaning off blood. Endlessly cleaning off blood. We did our best to ignore him and settled ourselves in our cabin. Let's see what Fogg wants. Oh, a little bit of fussing. Little bit of fussing. The first day passed innocently enough. The crew, when we saw them, were cordial, though I quickly lost track of who was who, though I sensed some secret behind their smiles, which I could not fathom. Monsieur Fogg seemed to my mind a little more on edge than usual, but it was probably due to the lack of decent down feathers in his pillows. Oh, bless him. Little puddy tat. Needs his down fellow pillows, you know. Let's have a chat, see. Greetings, Saif. Greetings to you. Greetings. Begin conversation. I need to know about Karachi. You can head north from Karachi into Afghanistan by train. Okay. What about to No, can't do Calcutta. We've done that one, haven't we? Or Quetta. Muscat? Here's something I do know. Muscat is a notorious haven for pirates. Good to note. What about Dvarka? No idea, but now Dvarka is a sacred Hindu pilgrimage site. Oh, no. That would have been useful. We spent the day in our cabin, or left our cabin to enjoy the view. I feel like I'm being coaxed out. Let's do it. Left our cabin to enjoy the view and keep an eye on the crew. I engaged one in conversation, or I played dominoes with a couple of the deckhands. They're novices. I played dominoes with a couple of the deckhands and found, to my despair, that despite being the better player, they won consistently, leaving me somewhat out of pocket. It seems this boat is crewed by cheaters. After a few games, I threw in the towel. We are on their boat, after all. The men were reluctant to see me cease playing, but I think some were sympathetic. I was, after all, not merely on a long losing streak, but utterly lost. Oh dear. We need to get off here ASAP. We might have to call the bank soon. We arrived in Karachi in the early morning. The captain saw us to the gangplank with a beaming smile. Well then, he declared, did you enjoy sailing with my little family? They haven't been any use whatsoever, so we are most relieved to have docked, I said. The captain, I think, did not understand because he nodded. My brothers have enjoyed your company, gentlemen. Farewell. With that, he waved us off. From the shore, I looked back and remarked to Monsieur Fogg. A crooked bunch, I remarked, but decent enough. Or what a strange crew. No, crooked. Yeah, crooked, damn it. That must run in the family, Fogg replied, tapping his nose. Did you see their noses? I watched the captain and his nose. Whatever do you mean? I watched the captain and his nose as he loped back amongst the other sailors and gasped. My master was quite right. They did all share the same nose. They were quite literally his little family. With that, he left the strange crew and entered the magnificent city of Karachi. Well, now, this journey is proving more tiring than I expected. Karachi. Okay, well, so. What can we sell? What can we buy? Harem skins. How much are they worth? Baku. Agra. I mean, that's worth more here than it was before. I have no idea where Agra is. I'm just looking for stuff we can make a decent amount of. Agra seems to be the place to go. It's the happening place. Oh, there we go. Available here and in Calcutta. Nice. So we could move the plastic wallet over, I suppose, and the Dominoes? Why not? Tobacco? Available in Hong Kong, Agra and Chittagong. Stetson hat. Zoetrope. Geometry equipment. Or magnifying glass. It's all to do with Agra. Agra and Calcutta. Agra. Where's the other place? Hong Kong there as well. We'll go with the tobacco. Don't think we need the Stetson. Okay, so do we go to the bank, get some more monies? Probably best to, actually. Monsieur Fogg looked up from his ledger. We are due a visit to the bank, I think, Passpartout. I regarded the bank as we entered. It was a small affair, but efficiently looked after, and we were quickly seen to. You wish to withdraw funds, we were told. I warn you, it may take some time. Well, 1,500 in 2 days, I think, is sufficient. We require £1,500, I said. The manager nodded. I will have to communicate with London first, of course. He apologised. I should have a reply in 2 working days. It seems Monsieur Fogg remarked as we left, we have some time to dispose of. Return to the bank on Friday. Tippity top. We've done the market, haven't we? Yep. So let's have an explore. Oh, you go to Bombay. I walked the streets a while, discovering the possibilities for how we might make progress. Oh, okay. Where's Agra? Agra's there. We need to head to Delhi then. What? 1,200? Oh, Jesus. 200. We're far off. I think Agra. Oh, Agra. That's where Kidminster Harriers play. Agra is the place to head to, but £1,200. I might go to Quetta and try Lahore and then to Agra. It's got to be cheaper. It's got to be cheaper than 1,200. Surely. Departs tomorrow, arrives Friday. That's rubbish. We'll see how it pans out. Let's stop in the hotel. The undisputed sovereign of airship travel to Karachi was a brightly dressed lady of middle years by the name of Yamuna Ezra. Yamuna Gajani, if we're being proper, she corrected. Ezra is my maiden name. Propriety is so mundane. Ezra is a Hebrew name, or I found her to be an excellent businesswoman. We began our conversation discussing all the various routes available, but it quickly turned to her own transports. I can help you, she assured me, but where is it that you want to go? Delhi or Bombay? Delhi, I guess. We're going around the world. Might get us further. Which is fastest? I asked. Well, Delhi is slightly closer, she replied, but otherwise all my ships are fast. That's why I use them. Madame Ezra dismissed me with a wave of her hand. I admit, I left out a detail or two about the good lady when I relayed my encounter to Monsieur Fogg. Your character is now suave. Has that made it any quicker for us to get to Delhi? Well, no, in a word. Okay, well, stop in the hotel, I guess. I've got to get the money. There's no way around that. Before going to bed, I attended to Monsieur Fogg. I engaged another guest in conversation. To learn what I could, hearing from him that the quickest way to Calcutta is via Bombay. A most interesting snippet. And now we need to get a bit of time. A bit longer. There we go. Into the bank. We returned to the bank at opening time to collect our funds, and then we were ready to proceed once more. Nice. So, when's that next? Departs in 2 days. Departs tomorrow. I mean, do we just do it? I think we just do it, don't we? I can't afford to wait much longer. And who knows how long it's going to take to get to Lahore. We'll just do it. We'll bite the bullet. We'll bite the bullet. So, we are just wanting a hotel, I guess. We made ourselves comfortable for the night, and Spent a few hours polishing shoes in the lobby because the airship fare is far too expensive. Earning £72 in fees and tips. Cool. Let's go. I'm done. I'm done here. £200 for extra... No, not paying that. Not paying that. We need to sell some stuff. And sharpish. Market. So, oh my life, I've got to sell a lot. Anything which is worth... Anything reasonable we'll get rid of. It's not. Oh, sell for 250. We'll sell... Is that the Agra one? So we're heading to Agra. No, you can go. Agra, you're Agra. You're Agra. You're Baku. You're big. You can go. Dominoes, not too fussed by them. We'll move you over. What are you? Machete. We'll sell you. Tobacco. Let's get rid of the feminine posh. Get rid of you. Done. Done. Quickly. Oh, no. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. Damn it. Oh, I spent a few hours walking around. Nothing particularly interesting. My own sullen attitude. We can now go to Quetta, though. Ugh. Just do it quick. I'm going to hire extra space. I'm done. I'm done. That's annoying. That is very annoying. The train left promptly with a team of guards and officials on the platform, ferrying each of us into the seat marked on our tickets. They were organising us alphabetically, and Monsieur Fogg could be in a different car from me. I could hardly wait. I could hardly wait. A whole 2 days separated from my master. I boarded my car, looking forward to several hours of stimulating conversation. Well, you know, we're going to be finding out stuff, I suppose. Greetings, Madame Pashari. Good day to you, Monsieur. I'm sure you know all about Quetta. There is a small British outpost in Quetta. Can we get to Agra, though? That's what we want to know. Have you heard that there is no bank in Agra? I don't care for that. What about Lahore? Is it possible to travel from Quetta to Lahore? I believe so. Quetta is connected to Lahore by road, but the fare is extortionate. Oh, great. Oh, great. We may have made a big boo-boo here. Why have I got no money? It became clear after a few hours that the train was a mail train, hence the official stubborn insistence on alphabetisation. The people travelled aboard were treated as packages. They clearly have a burdensome level of paperwork. We were treated as packages, just as much as the crates, goods and letters. I found this conversation with the Pashari family, opposite whom I had been seated. It seems they were on a short holiday and had an uncle in Karachi. So you live in Quetta? I asked. Tell me, what sort of place is it? The mother of the family laughed. It is a place like sort of place, she said, and totally unremarkable. Not all places are the same, madame, I answered philosophically. I have seen several now. No, she replied, shaking her head. Places are nothing. It is the people within them that matter, nothing more and nothing less. And I fear, Monsieur Passpartout, the people you will meet are quite different than the ones I know. Then whom should I endeavour to meet? I asked with a charming smile. Young man, you should meet a nice Indian girl and start a strong family, the mother replied. Life is lived through your children. I smiled politely at that and seized the conversation with some awkwardness. God, talk about reading me the riot act. It's like talking to my own mother. We arrived in Quetta in the middle of the day. I hurried onto the concourse and along the train to F, where I spied Monsieur Fogg deep in what appeared to be an animated conversation with another gentleman. I could not believe my eyes and watched from outside. The two men joked, laughed. Whatever this newcomer's character, it was clearly a tonic to my master. I boarded, intent on meeting the stranger, but upon entering the cabin, Monsieur Fogg fell completely silent, except to say, "Ah, Passpartout, very good." His interlocutor tipped his hat and moved quickly away. Who was that? I inquired as we proceeded into Quetta. That was a most interesting gentleman, he replied. I found his conversation most intriguing. Okay. Well, we got good out of that, so I can live with that. Oh, that's rather pretty. What have we got to sell here? What have we got to buy here? Stetson hat. Cowboy boots. Part of the American wardrobe set. China tea set. Valuable in Agra, Chittagong and Karachi. Oh, we got to get rid of more stuff. I'm planning on making a lot of money in Agra. That is what I am planning on doing. Can we swap those over if we can? That China tea set's going to take up a whole lot of case. Whole lot of case. You know what? No, I'm not going to bother with those. That'll do. That'll do. Let's have a look-see. So, we can't go to Lahore today. Oh, £170. They made it sound really expensive. Departs in 2 days. Okay, well, I suppose we could kill a bit of time in Quetta, but we'll do that on the next episode. So, thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.